First priest, present that registry. Are they up here, Tabak?
Huh?
Are they here?
Okay.
No, Kala. Is Kala and the other brother here?
No.
What did you say to him?
They come right now. They pull up.
So were you going to keep an eye out for him?
Huh.
All right, Thor. First priest, present that registry.
Kananya,
Banyawada.
Banyahawada, Lashal,
Banyashala.
Banyashal.
Kananya, Banyahawada, Banyashala.
Yahabashim Yashar Brakatham.
Yahabashim Yashar Brakatham.
Sarto, what's up?
Yahabashim Yashar Brakatham.
Yahabashim Yashar Brakatham. La Yashala.
Take it. And visual imagine. Upon Yakudum, turn to face the east. One second. You say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. You find it in Matthew, chapter 6, verses 9 through 13. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Haya. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'a. Ratazaka. Haya. Aisha. Barataza. Kawa. Haya. Bashemayim. The thunder now. The calm. Call. Yawam. Wasalak now.
now.
Kabawath now.
Kabawath now.
Kasalak now.
Kasalak now.
Kabawath now.
Kabawath now.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Thabayan now.
Thabayan now.
Banasawan.
Banasawan.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawshan now.
Hawshan now.
Mayan.
Hayan.
Rai.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'al.
Waha'al.
Hata para.
Hata para.
La'awalamium.
La'awalamium.
Aman.
Aman.
In English. Our Father,
which
art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth, as it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Give us this day our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
Lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Pray for the blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Mayaka'al.
Wa Mayaka'al.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Ha'alawapium.
Alawapiyam.
Hasaranyam.
Hasaranyam.
Hakwatazayan Yam.
Hakwatazayan Yam.
Hakaya Yal Yam.
Hakaya Yal Yam.
Waha Kwathiyam.
Hakaya
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Dawada Aman.
Dawada Aman.
In English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
It's like you. Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The general.
The general.
The captain.
The captain.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Pray to bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Waya Sha'ala.
Waya Sha'ala.
Wahabaya.
Wahabaya.
Saparium.
Saparium.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Dawada Aman.
Dawada Aman.
In English. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us and Israel.
Bless us and Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Pray for the Hakak, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Babu Kashah.
Babu Kashah.
Lathandanawa.
Lathandanawa.
Hakak.
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 La Rapa'ah.
La Rapa'ah.
Call Makala.
Call Makala.
Wakal Madawa.
Wakal Madawa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazari.
Hamatazari.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Lahakuyum.
Lahakuyum.
Hamathium.
Hamathium.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Al-Raka, what's like it? Al-Rakwa.
Al-Rakwa.
Hatam-Al.
Hatam-Al.
Lagarashan.
Lagarashan.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Dawada Aman.
Dawada Aman.
In English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Haharium.
Al-Haharium.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azari.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Damawat.
Damawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yah.
Al-Yah.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
Laha.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Layala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Makarai.
Makarai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athnapashka.
Ashapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Tazafka.
Tazafka.
Wabuwa'aka.
Wabuwa'aka.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aitha.
Wa'ai.
Wa'ai.
Awalum.
Awalum.
In English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He might suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel,
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth
From this time forth,
and even forevermore.
to even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al Damyalaka.
Al Damyalaka.
Al Thacharash.
Al Thacharash.
Wa Al Thashakwat.
Al Thacharash.
All. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awabika.
Awabika.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahweh Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al Imaka.
Al Imika.
Ya'iriyamwa.
Ayamya.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Ya'itazawa.
Wayatazawa. I.
Tazapawanyaka.
Tazapawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakak Yadam.
Wakadashidam.
Magawya.
Magaya.
Wala Ayazakar.
Wa'ayashka.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Shamashala.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Noah.
Kawa.
Itazawa.
Atazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Alyaka.
Ayaka.
Barya.
Barya.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahalia.
Yahya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wa Yashamai Alayam.
Washa Shamayayam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagarium.
Wahagarium.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa Amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa Amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashat.
Palashat.
Am Yeshabia.
Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Lawat.
Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasiyah.
Kasiyah.
Sara'ah.
Sara'ah.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Manakal.
Manakal.
Koyashwan.
Koyashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayan.
Ba'ayan.
The Ara.
The Ara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
The Aman.
Kaya.
La'adam.
La'adam.
Sayathamwa.
Sayadamu.
Nada.
Nada.
Yab.
Yab.
Mawa.
Mawa.
Ka'arab.
Ka'arab.
Wakaza'aba.
Kasha'aba.
Wakazabak.
Washabak.
Wakatazal.
Wakazal.
Manai.
Manai.
Call.
Call.
Nasayakamwa.
Nasakama.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Nayarashah.
Nayarashah.
Lanawa.
Nawa.
Na'awa.
Nawa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Sayathamwa.
Sayathamwa.
Kagalgala.
Kagalgala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Rawaka.
Rawaka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Saba'ira.
Saba'ira.
Ya'ira.
Ya'ira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Thalahat.
Thalahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Tharathatma.
Tharathatma.
Basa'irika.
Basa'irika.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapafka.
Wapashka.
Thabalaham.
Bashaham.
Mala'ah.
Mala'ah.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Waya.
Waya.
Bakwashwa.
Bakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Bahalwa.
Bahalwa.
Idea.
Idea.
I.
I.
Waya.
Waya.
Kaparwa.
Kaparwa.
Waya. Waya,
Waya,
Abarwa,
Abarwa,
Waya,
Waya,
the Iowa,
the Iowa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha,
Atha,
Shanka,
Shanka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
the Badka,
Rabaka,
Aliyawan,
Aliyawan,
Ko,
Ko,
Haratazah,
Haratazah.
In English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh,
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh,
and hold not thy peace.
so hold not thy peace.
It's like, and be not still, O Yahweh,
And be not still, O Yahweh.
for lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make a tumble,
and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation,
and let us call them off to be a nation.
that the name of Yasha may be no more in remembrance.
Say that Yahshua will be nowhere to remember.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They have consulted together in one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarines,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assur also joined in with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah,
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
do unto them unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera,
As to Jabin.
as to Jabin,
At the brook of Kishon.
as to Pukki Saul,
Which perished at Endor.
that perished the Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
That name is done for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make the Lord like a red,
And like Zed.
and like your head.
Yea.
Yea,
All their princes as Zabah.
as the princess of Zabah,
And as Zalmunna.
and as thy moon,
Who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of God in possession.
at the house of God in possession.
Oh, my power.
All my power,
Make them like a wheel.
make them like a wheel,
As a stubble before the wind.
as the stone before the wind,
As the fire burneth the wood.
as the fire burned the wood,
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
And make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid of thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame,
That they may seek thy name.
that they seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh,
Let them be let them be confounded and troubled forever.
let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea,
Let them be put to shame and perish.
let them be put to shame and perish.
That men may know that thou,
That men may know that thou,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
that they alone is Yahweh,
the Most High,
of the Most High,
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and
and
earth,
all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai.
in the name of Yahshua,
Listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
and the punishment and
to
destruction
the heathen,
to the heathen
that speak against us,
that speak against
thy
us,
prophets,
thy
the
prophets,
teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the school,
and the schools,
send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction,
and the punishment and
to
destruction
the heathen,
to the heathen,
and shake loose,
and shake loose
the treasure of the rich of Israel,
that treasure the rich of Israel,
that refuse to give to the school,
that refuse to give to the school,
force their riches,
force their riches,
to enter into thy
to
sanctuary,
enter thy sanctuary,
send evils and curses,
send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction,
and the punishment and
to
destruction
the Edomites,
to the Edomites,
and the nations,
and the nation,
and they drug dealers,
and the drug
the
dealers,
court system,
the court
the
system,
prison system,
prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Roman Catholic Church,
the Roman Catholic Church,
the Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
skinheads,
skinhead,
the gay movement, the lesbian movement,
the lesbian movement,
spies,
spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of the witchcraft,
master space program,
master space program,
army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, Open up the internet,
open up the internet,
and the airwaves,
the
the cable access chambers,
cable access channel,
and the radio chambers, Convict the spirit,
of
any of that people,
and our people
that seek to stop us,
that seek to stop
and
us,
bring swift destruction,
destruction
to all the heathens, that stand in the way, try to stop us, broadcasting your words, throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro, through the earth and consume them, let the plague shake the house of the thief, and the murderer, let Yahushua, Michael and Gabriel, come down with the flying saucers, punish all the heathens that come up against us, as we speak that word, cause it to be known by all, that is the angels that have done it, cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world, cause them to shake it that coming, in the name of Yahushua, thank you always, so be it. Talk to the front. Shabi, be seated. Where's Tabak? Where's the other brothers? They're not here yet?
He told me to come down.
Are they upstairs?
The service. He is.
Kala. I'm talking about Kala and Ayah. They're not here yet. Shalom Israel. This is the ISUPK, the Israelite School University Practical Knowledge, established in 1969, 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are led by Commander General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other organization. We come to you live on this day, Friday, September the 15th, to observe the feast of the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. They're out there. All right, Tabak, if you could, please let the brothers in. So we're just going to be going straight to Leviticus chapter 23. So we're going to read about our high holy days, our feast days, holy convocations, and when it brings up the memorial of the trumpets. So this isn't going to be a regular Sabbath service. That's going to continue tomorrow, but this is considered a Sabbath. Leviticus 23. Leviticus 23 is always where you're going to find the list of our main high holy days, but then we got, like in the Apocrypha, we got was the Feast of Dedication and Hanukkah. That get mentioned later. So some of those get mentioned later. They're not going to be included in this portion of the records. If anybody ever looking, that's where we're going to be. Yeah, that could have been tough. You got from brotherhood, right? Leviticus chapter 23. Now, where is it? It doesn't mention this feast day until like 24. Yeah, chapter 24, 25. But we're just going to read Leviticus chapter 23, this whole chapter.
Come.
I got you. Take a bit by bit. So whenever you're ready, let them know where you're at, and then we'll get this party started.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 1.
Stay tuned.
Now the fun part.
We are gonna be rotating.
instead of 40. It's like whoa. If you could in the fridge in that little bag where we got the charcoals and the incense, if you could just grab me that bag, please.
Inside the fridge?
Yeah.
Nayada. Nayada. Nayadara.
I mean, he was kind of close.
Naya. Nayadar.
Close. Woyada bar. Woyada bar.
Woyada bar. Woyada bar. Yaha. Yahawas. Yahweh.
At least commit that one.
Yahweh. Nanabar, Yahweh. Allah. Not Allah.
Zaya.
Doing no God grace. He was outside doing the prayers and everything. So,
Allah.
Is Diane out there? Have her do that. Yeah, down here. Because we are gonna have to rotate.
Allah. Alama. Alama.
That's just gonna be all. If you see
all with the dash in the middle.
Yep. Yeah. So that doesn't get pronounced. If it's like working some board real quick, so like. So when you see it. That's just gonna be all. If you were to see it like that would be a lot. It would have to have that H at the end of it. But when you just see the A and the L, that's just gonna be all.
Okay, all. Alma. Almashah. Almashar. Almashah.
And I believe that's Moses. Mashah is Moses in Hebrew. Mashah.
It's a little different. La
Let me know. Just announce it here.
Verse 2. Depar.
Captain.
Debar.
Yep.
Debar. Debar. All. All. Albana.
Close. Banya.
Albania.
Banya. That's sons.
Albania.
Sons, I think. Two. We'll find out in a second.
Albania. Yasha. Yashara. Yeah, how was that?
I mean, it's a valiant guess, but yeah, no. No. He's a member of this nation, though.
Yasha Allah.
There you go.
Yasha Allah.
So, Debar al-Banya Yasha Allah. So, speaking to the children of Israel. Give or take.
Naama.
It's a wa. You're looking at the bottom. So this would be a lot taller. If I were to show you that, anytime you're gonna see a short version, a tall version, short leg. This can be a tall version too, but that's gonna have a long arm. Just like the D. That's a short one, but it's got a long arm. Selecting. So I went over this on not last Friday, was it? On one of the recent lesson one for DOS classes. So that's gonna be your wa. That's going to be your na when it's in the beginning or in the middle of the word. At the end of the word, it's going to be a little short guy up here, a little short arm, it's going to have a long tail. And you're going to see that standing next to the other characters, and you're going to see a size difference in between. That's your na. That'd be your da. So let's just make sure. Like, you know, if these were all in the same line, that'd be your da. That'd be your ka. At the end of the word. At the end of the word. So if you're looking at them all and everything's on the same line in between, you know, like that same imaginary line on that same staff, they're all the same size, it's going to be that wa. Or it's going to be that da. Or it's going to be the ra. It's never gonna be. You're never gonna see the ka or the na over there.
Wa ama. Wa amara. Wa amara. Wa amaratha.
Close. Wa amara. That vowel sound is gonna fall off at the end. Yep. The vowel sound is gonna fall at the end. It's just gonna be the consonant vowel.
Wa amarath. Ma.
We skipped them.
Oh yeah. Ataram. 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 Atasa. Atamoth.
Alaham.
Alaham. Makwa. Makara. 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 Ma.
We skipped that quite a few actually. You should be on like the sixth word that refers to after Alaham.
Mawa.
There we go.
Mawa I. Mawa I. Mawa I. Dick. Mawa idea.
Yep. Now just clean it up. That was, you had all the pronunciations right. Now just smooth it out. My idea.
Mawa idea.
My idea.
Mawa idea. Yahweh.
Yep.
Yahweh.
Yep.
Asha. Ashara.
Ashar.
Ashar. Ashar. Thakwa. 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 Aya. Thakwa.
It's gonna be Y at the end. This one, it's a little ugly.
Thakwa. Thakaya awa. Thakaya awa.
These are gonna be pronounced the Quar Hour.
The Quar hour.
Quar.
Quar hour.
What up, brother? Shalom, Mark.
Sons, this way.
A a thumb, a thumb, a
Always
thumb,
keep that stuff first, not you. Understand?
thumb.
So I'm happy.
Shalom.
Shalom.
With a thumb.
Stop. Makwa, Makwara, Makwara, Aya, Makwa Aya, Makwara Aya, Warrior. Quadasha, Quadash, 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 Allah, 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 Allah.
Tabaginas. Do me a favor real quick. Douse that. Douse that.
Water?
Douse that with water.
What again?
Douse that with water, please.
Hamath. Hamath. Hum. Ma. Mawa. Mawa I. Mawa Ika. Mawa Ika ya.
It's the same size as the other ones. That's going to be
Micah Ida.
my wife.
Mawa idea. Mawa idea.
Clap it up for the brother. These next four real quick for you. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 3. Allah, Mawa'idiyah, Yahweh, Makwaraya, Kodash, Ashar, Kakwarawa, Atham, Bamwaidam, verse 4. Bakadash, Harashawan, Barabai, Aishar, Lakadash, Verse 5. Verse 5. Yeah, that's right there we go. Bayan. Rabiyam. Pathak. It's like Pasak. Like Yahweh. Verse 6. Waba Kamash. It's like Waba Kamash. Aishar. Yawam. Lahadash. Hazak. Chaga. Hamatazwa. La Yahweh. Shabbat. Yamiyam. Matazwa. Kalwa. Verse 7. Bayawam. Like Bayawam. Harashawam. Makorah. Kodash. Yahaya. Lakam. Kol. Malakat. Ibadah. La'ah. It's like Yalah. And La'ah. Thaishwa. Alright, so that's the first 7. And we're going to read this back into the English. This one, King James. Now, again, this is where we start getting into the history of the different holy convocations and feast days that the Most High had ordained for Israel to be separate from all the other nations. They got pagan customs, they got pagan holidays and Walmart holidays and Walgreens festivities that they can celebrate. This ain't for them. This ain't for them. This ain't got nothing to do with them. Yeah, whenever you're ready, let me know where you at.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts.
I want to look up that word convocation real quick so people can understand what it is that we're doing. So if you could, in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Again, they about to, what they just have, like Labor Day or something like that. You know, everybody got the day off. This is a Sabbath day for us. There's something separate, there's something holy, there's something just for us. We ain't supposed to be doing no servile work, but we are in captivity, so unfortunately that might be the case. I'll work every Christmas, I'll work every New Year's. I don't care about that, but I'm taking off for the Passover.
That's right.
Now, Most High in Christ, I got to tell you right now, where I was off these weekends anyway. So I'm able to dedicate that time needed for our culture.
Right.
So if you are able to, you know, give your employer a future notice. Let them know, listen, in 2 months, I'm about to be gone for a week. We might be going to King James Cast in the UK. You know what I'm saying? We might be going to Puerto Rico or something like that for Feast of Dedication. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, and if your ways please the Lord, it's like, I'm paraphrasing, if your ways please the Lord, every man will be at peace with you. So I mean, you do your job, you hold up your end of the bargain, and he'll make sure that you got a way to come home, man. So the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel.
You want that definition for convocation?
Baba Kashah.
Kana Wakan, this is the definition of convocation. A convocation was a religious festival during which no work could be done.
And again, we call these Sabbaths. And we'll get into semantics later. Keep going.
The holy convocations were the Sabbath days.
Now, holy convocation, that is something that we do need to touch on. The word holy is often confusing a lot of people. They think it means a halo around your head, or you're some kind of like you're sanctified, or some kind of there's some spookism attached to it. The word holy just means special, and it means that you are separate. So this is a holy convocation, a separate convocation. Keep going.
Pentecost.
That's another one that we're going to get into. That's not the way that we would pronounce it necessarily, but keep going.
The first and 7th days of the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Definitely rock that one out.
That's right.
Keep going.
The first and 10th days of the 7th month.
Now we are in the first day of the 7th month. Now again, as we had talked on Wednesday, this doesn't mean that September is the 7th month or October is going to be the 7th month. According to the lunar cycle, the 15th today starts the first day of the 7th month, according to our calendars. And then we're going to kick this off again on the 10th day. It should skip down a little bit. It should say like solemn assemblies. That's the main point that I want to touch on for this. What a convocation is. It says holy convocation, and then it says
the phase solemn assembly.
There we go.
Is applied only to the concluding festivals at the end of Passover and Tabernacles.
So we got solemn assemblies, we got holy convocations, we got high holy days, we got feast days, we got Sabbath.
If I could, a lot of people don't know what. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So he's in the shower right
I know, but that's fine. I ain't need to know that. That's cool. That's cool. You could have texted me. Text me if you
now.
could.
No messages are not going through.
Oh, okay. All right, no sweat. What does solemn mean? You have a solemn assembly. What does the word solemn mean? Go ahead.
If I could, Salaki, do it mean, is it another word for like separate?
No. Go ahead.
I was going to say separate too.
No. Go ahead. You got a definition?
Formal and dignified.
Formal and dignified. So it's not just where we come around and just party. All our high holy days and feast days have to have what?
Formal and dignified.
They have to be formal. So you come in, you dress in your formal garments. You come dressed formally. Women come dressed formally. And it's what?
Dignified.
And you have to have it dignified as well. So how do you dignify an assembly? What we're doing right now with the Sabbath service. What's more holier than the high holy days? What's more holier than the rest day and the service that the priests give you as something that's dignified and something that's formal? So that's why we come and we do this. So formally, we come dressed this way. Formally, you know what I'm saying, we move in that type of way. This isn't where you come and do the ratchetness. You understand? Right. But then it's dignified because we do this, and then we have the fun. Then we have the festivities. You see what I'm saying? So this is the formalities that we're doing right now. Formalities are always what they call a term gentleman-like. You know what I'm saying? So you're basically learning how to be formal. Even in war, you should be formal. You see what I'm saying? There's formality in war. Formality everywhere. There's formality however you move in life. You should be a man of formalities, right? And you should have some dignity. Be dignified. So, yeah, that's what it's talking about when it says solemn assemblies. And I knew that everybody in here was not on the same page as to what solemn meant. You see what I'm saying? Yes, it's a holy convocation, but it's a solemn assembly as well, meaning it is formal and it's dignified, meaning it's not chaotic. What's the opposite of that, right? Okay, well you have ceremonious, so it's a ceremonial thing, it's a serious thing, it's a sincere, genuine, honest thing. So the opposite of that would be going to the club.
Right.
This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? This is a formal event, right? You got your hand up?
Yes.
What's up with this light? Let's get this light on, please.
So.
Nah, Trooper, you good.
So out of my communication means we as a group, nobody else.
Well, a concert is a convocation. It's an assembly. But it's not holy. There's nothing holy about a concert. You know what I'm saying? You go to a Beyonce concert, that's a convocation.
Right.
It's an assembly, but it's not the Lord's demonstration.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So that's the difference, right? That's why the word holy is in front of that convocation. You see what I'm saying? In a convocation, the way we do it, it's a solemn assembly. Meaning they might go to a concert and, do whatever the hell they want to do. Women shaking their butts everywhere and, dancing on each other. That will never happen in here. Why? Because it's a solemn assembly. Meaning it's formal and dignified. Women are going to carry themselves with dignity in there. Men are going to carry themselves in a formal way. All right? That's all. So that's all I wanted to do. I want to make sure we was all on the same page as far as solemn. All right?
Continue.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation.
Again, without this culture, again, they would work us 8 days a week if they could. Keep going.
Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
And again, this is talking about servile work. This is not talking about if you need to get something done for yourself or your family because you had to spend the first 6 days doing everything else for your oppressor or for your employer. And this is the one day that you get some time off to get some work around the house done, to build that shed in the back, to take your kids to swimming practice, to turn on the lights and cook with your brothers. Don't let this be confused with them small hats and crazy sideburns. The Sabbath, you can cook on the Sabbath. You can eat hot food on the Sabbath. You can turn on your lights on the Sabbath. You can use your cell phone and electronic devices on the Sabbath. This is not that, just to be clear. Keep going.
Verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. Verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month.
So now this would be the beginning of our calendar. It's talking about the first month. So not January. And that doesn't mean that it normally falls like around March, April. That doesn't mean that March or April is the first month of our calendar. But because this falls on the 14th day. So again, with the lunar cycles, that's how we mark it down. And we have educated, well-reputable men who have tracked the cycles to come up with these dates and times. Let's keep going.
In the 14th day of the first month, at even is the Lord's Passover.
And that's going to sneak up right around the corner. So, get everything ready. Get your money ready. Get your garments ready. It comes up fast. Every year it comes up fast, almost too fast, and you're never prepared for it. We're making garments that same night once we get to the hotel room. We still making garments.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
Those days are over.
Prepared. Yeah. And all that stress that gets built up in that moment too. It's unnecessary. We can prepare better. Keep going.
Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord.
Get 2 garments right. 2. Keep going.
7 days ye must eat unleavened bread.
And this is in commemoration of our ancestors, of our forefathers, I should say, who had to hit the ground running, who had to run for their lives pretty much in pursuit. They didn't have time to cook up a loaf of bread. They had to make some tortillas. They had to make some flatbread. And they had to get it moving. We do this in remembrance of our culture and our forefathers. We do this in remembrance of the brothers and sisters that ain't here with us today. And our king, especially with the Passover. You remember our king and the sacrifice that he made for our people. Keep going.
Verse 7. In the first day ye shall have an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Now, again, to be clear, I don't know how other organizations do it because we ain't affiliated with nobody else. In the UPK, like we work if we work for the truth, we work for the Lord. You don't get a day of rest from that. So on these days when it's Holy Convocation, Sabbath days, we still got to set up and break down events. We gotta rush people to and from the airports. We got to cook all this food. You know what I'm saying? But this is work for the Lord. It's not talking about this. Like again, how other cultures define the Sabbath is not this. It's not what's in the Bible contained in these records. That's their sick spin on it. We can drop that. We're gonna call up the next priest, Laki Amaju. And it would be
us up here. We're the only ones that are standing. Everybody else, have a seat, please.
Next priest will be called up. It's gonna be Ayar. Present that registry. Present that registry. No, stand there. Present that registry.
I say it
Ayar.
again. Ayar.
Banyah or Banyashiko.
Banyashiko.
Banyashar.
Banyashal.
Ayar, Banyashika, Banyashal.
Shalom Yahaba Shimna Shabrakatan.
Shalom, Yahweh Shishbrakatha. Hold on, wait, no, go back. That's not how that's done. You stay still. Oh. Now you can tell. All right. I need a refill. 1 second. Stretch out your hand.
Ya Shala.
La.
La Ya Shala.
Take it back. All right, give him a hand.
Shab, be seated. All right, so we're gonna go back into the Hebrew, into the Tanakh, and we're gonna be in Leviticus chapter 23, starting at verse 8.
It's not.
When you get there, would you give me a second?
Let's see, Leviticus 23.
Verse 8.
Yeah,
Verse 8. Verse 8.
Hush.
Was that what?
Yes, it is.
Waha.
So why, yeah.
Waya.
Waha. Where?
Begin at verse 8.
Where's it at? Oh, okay. I'll see. I will never recognize. Salah. Go ahead.
Waha. Is that ka? Kwa. Waha. Waha kwa. Waha quara. Waha quara. Yes. Is that ka?
That's a book.
But. And that's the.
Yes, it is.
And sir.
No, it's not.
Close. The other one that looked like
Oh, ta.
No, it's not.
Ma. Oh,
So that word. Try that word. Try to put it all together.
I forget.
Waha.
Waha
Waraba thumb.
Karaba thumb.
And that pronunciation is just gonna be right there. A shot. That
A shot.
H isn't really gonna get pronounced. It drops off.
So those 3 letters is sha.
A shot.
A sha. And then it's but, right?
The next line.
No, yes, but, right? After sha.
At that shot. Oh, you talking about the character? No. So it's A S H H. Talking about this, right?
No, I'm talking about this one.
Alright, so the next one should be A. La. So the next character should look like this. And the next word that you're at.
No, it's not what I'm looking at.
Where you at?
I'm right here. Hold on. No, right here.
You should be right here.
So it's la.
Wait up with that.
No. It's a la. La ya. La ya ha. Ha what? Ha.
La Yahweh.
Yala Yahweh.
La
La
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
That's the most high, man. Yahweh. Something that we don't need to.
Sha. Ba. Teza.
No, that's a I.
Sha. Ba. I. Ka.
That's a th. So that word would be Shaba'ith.
Shaba'ai.
Pronounce the th at the end. Shaba'ith.
Oh, Shaba'ai. Ya. Is that ma? Ya ma. Ya. Ta.
So you had
Yama
ma
Yah.
at the beginning of it, and you got the ma at the end of it. You're always going to use this one at the end of the word. So you have both versions of it in this word.
You still pronounce the same way? Is it still pronounced the same way?
I'll take it from right now. Just follow along, all right?
Clap it up for the brother.
For time's sake, because I don't want to keep y'all, you know what I'm saying, without eating good. You know, we finna, you know what I'm saying, have this great feast. So we're gonna go through this, but this is also why coming to the Lashwan Kodash class on Fridays, taught by Officer of 1,000, a Munga Bar, is so important. And if you can't catch it, then you need to go back and review it. He's starting from square one with you. All right? Milwaukee is a young school, the same way we start with the Sabbath service from Genesis. Right now in Chicago, they probably
Right.
shoot, dang, they probably like in Zechariah or something. I don't know. But we started in Chicago in Genesis. I wouldn't say Zechariah because that's way, but at least they're in First Chronicle. You know what I'm saying? In the Hebrew. So we started here. So what he's gonna do, he's gonna teach you how to speak Hebrew. And you should tune in. Every Sabbath service should be your stage, your forum to showcase what you've learned that week. If you don't study, you're not following what we taught in the Israelite School UPK. And the scriptures say, study to show thyself approved.
Right.
And it's going to show. So it will be wise, or it will behoove you to study the Hebrew language. All right? All right. So we left at Yamayum, Bayawam, Hashab, Ya'aya, Makwarwa, Quadash, Kal, Mala'akath, Ibada, La'ah, the Aishwa. Verse 9. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, La Amar. Verse 10. Dabar, Al, Banaya, Yashala, Wa'amar. What we at? Bring it to my face a lot, y'all. Wa'amarath, Alaham, Kaya, Thaba'awa, Al, Ha'aratazah, Ashar, Anaya, Nathan, Lakam, Wakwatazar Thumb, Af, Quatazayara, Wahabathum, Ath, Aymar, Ra'ash Yath, Quataza Rakam, Al, Ha-Kahan. Verse 11. Wahanayap, Ath, Ha-Imar, Lapanya, Yahweh, La Ratazan Kam, Makarath, Hashabath, Nayapunwa. Salaki. Verse 12. Is that a what right there? I can't really see that on my drawing.
Go.
Okay. Wa'ishaya thumb by a woman. Hanapakan, Ath, Ha'imar, Kabash, Thamayam, Ban, Shanathwa, La Yahweh. Verse 14. We at verse 14, right? 13. Wama Nakwa. Nama na Kathwa. Shanya. Ishar Nayam. Salath. And Bala wa La Bashaman Asha La Yahweh Rayak, Nayakak, Wanasaka, Yayan, Rubber Ya'ith, Hahayan. Verse 14. Where we start at?
8.
All right. Walakam, Wakwalaya, Wakwalia, Wakaram, excuse me, Wakaramal, La'a, the Akalwa, Aid, Aitazam, Hayawam, Hazah, excuse me, Hazaha, Aid, Habaya Akam, Af, Quaraban, Allah Hayakam, Chakath, Iwalam, Ladarathak Yakam, Bakal, Mashabath Yakam. Verse 15. This is the last one.
No, that was it.
That was it. All right,
Just
let's
clap it up, clap it up. All right, so now jumping back into the KJV, Leviticus chapter 23, verses 8 through 14.
Slacky, what was that again?
Leviticus chapter 23, verses 8 through 14.
Con. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
time out. Wait, is this the Sabbath?
Not
What
Sabbath
we're
service.
reading, what we're reading right now, is this a Sabbath that we're reading about right now?
Holy Convocation.
It should be a Sabbath, right?
Technically, yeah, a convocation is a Sabbath.
Okay. Did it just say that you should make an offering by fire?
Oh, yeah, convocation.
Con.
I thought you couldn't kindle no fire on the Sabbath.
Yeah,
So what is that talking about?
That's work,
yeah, that's some work.
It sounds like it, right? Little do dum-dums know. It's just that you can cook on the Sabbath. That's all I wanted to point out.
And if I may, so like one of their scapegoats is they'll have their servants do servile work on the Sabbath.
Talking about the Jewish people?
Kind.
I'm talking about fake Israelite groups.
That shit.
We already know the Jewish man
I
is
was gonna
done.
say, yeah.
That's John Wick speaking Yiddish,
Right.
who can't
Right.
fight or shoot.
Right.
All right, keep going.
The Lord 7 days, and in the 7 days is an holy convocation.
Convocation.
Ye shall do no servile work therein.
So obviously, this kindling of the fire was not servile work. Why? Because this is sometimes you could barbecue on the day you rest, right? Keep going.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye be come into the land which I gave unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf, the first fruits
Of the first fruits.
of the first fruits
Mhm.
of your harvest unto the priest.
Go ahead.
So now, if I could, so I mean,
Go ahead.
this wasn't the scraps that fell off your corn stalk, or the scraggly beans that were baking in the sun, all dried up and withered away. This wasn't the grapes that are all bruised up and ugly. See, for the first fruits, this is supposed to be, again, to the priest. You're supposed to be offering something nice to them, something proper, something what we read, something formal and dignified to them. Keep going. Verse 11.
And he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it, and ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf.
When ye wave the sheath.
When ye shave the
when ye wave.
When ye wave the sheaf, and he lamb without blemish of the year.
Of the first year.
Of the first year. For a burnt offering unto the Lord.
Seems like they're doing a lot of cooking on the Sabbath. Go ahead, verse 13.
And I was just gonna say a lot of meat too. It wasn't all vegetables. We weren't exclusive to a vegan diet. So I'm gonna put that out there too. Keep going.
Nevertheless, they can't make a man eat meat.
Right.
And a man can't make you be a vegetarian. Right. Pause.
Right.
And the meat offering therefore shall be 2 tenths deals of fine flour mingled with oil, offering made by fire unto the Lord, for a sweet savor. And the drink offering therefore shall be of wine, the fourth part of an hin.
Sounds like they having cooked food. Sounds like a barbecue.
Yeah.
You got cooked food, you got some wine, I'm quite sure with some music, some festivities going on. That just sounds like how black people get down, except for this way was in a dignified and formal way. That's all. So we stopped there, what, 13 or 14?
14.
All right, no sweat. All right, let's hurry up. Let's get through all of this. Let's get through it. So, next priest, right?
Yeah, okay.
All right, let's go.
It's like he needs to read 14 in English.
Oh, go ahead. Read 14.
Verse 14. And ye shall eat neither bread nor parched corn.
Popcorn. All right, go ahead.
Nor green ears.
Mm-hmm.
Until the self same day that ye have brought an offering unto your God. It shall be statute.
The bar. Slide over.
Forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings.
Clap it up for the book.
Put it back up. Where is that?
Leviticus 23. Leviticus 23. You.
Not y'all. Just us.
All right, next priest is going to be Kala.
Well, next priest not here. Next priest after him.
Tabaganaz.
Tabaganaz, present thy registry. Oh, sound like that's Priest Kala, present thy registry.
Kala ban Gad ban Yasharala.
Kala ban Gad ban Yasharala.
Yahba Shem El Shabrakathum.
Yahba Shem El Shabrakathum. The water. Yabashim El Shabbat.
Yeah, about Shem El Shabbat.
Get rid of
Yashala.
that shit. Got it up for the brother. Shab, you can be seated. I should be starting back in the Hebrew. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15.
You read it.
I kind of okay. And then it's like, should I just go through the verses that we need to cover the feast? It's only gonna be like 2 more after that.
Yes,
24,
go.
25 kind of. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15. Wasapuratham, Lakam, Mamkarath, Hashabat, Maiwam, Habiakam, Ath, Imar, Pathanawapa, Shabai, Shabbathawath, Thamiyamath, Thahayayana. Verse 16. I, Mamkarat, Hashabat.
Mm-hmm. Hashab Ya'ith.
Can I just say a little bit?
That's what I'm sorry.
Hashab Ya'ith. Sata Prawa, Kamashiam, Yawam, Wakorabatham, Manakah, Kadat Kadashah, La Yahweh, verse 17. My mama was Shabbat Yakam. Tabiawa. Laham. Tanwapa. Shathiyam. Shanya. Aisharanyam. Salat. Thahayayana. Kamataza. Tapiana. Bakawar Slaki. Bakawarium. La Yahweh. Verse 18. Korabatham. Al. Halakam, Shabbaith, Kabashiyam, Tamiyamam, Banya, Shana, Wapa, Ban, Bakwa, Akkad, Waliyam, Shan, Salaki. Shanyam, Yahayuwa, Ayla, La Yahweh, Wamanakatham, Wanasak Yaham, Asha, Rayak, Nayakak, La Yahweh. Verse 19. Waishatam, Shaya, Aizawam, Akkad, Lakasa'ath, Washanya, Kabashyum, Banya, Shana, Lazabak, Shalamayam, Shalamyam, verse 20. Wahanyapa, Hakahan, Atham, Al, Lakam, Habakarian, Thanawapa, Lapanya, Yahweh, Al, Shanya, Kabashyam, Kodash, Yahayuwa, La Yahweh, La Kahan, verse 21. Wakwara Thumb, Ba'itazam, Hayawam, Hazak, Hakwara, Kodash, Yahaya, Lakam, Kol, Malakat, Ibadah, La'ah, Daishawa, Hakwath, Iwalam, Bakal, Mawashabathikam, Ladarathikam, verse 22. Wabakwatazarikam, Ath, Kotaziyah, Aratazakam, La'ah, Thakala, Pa'at, Shaddai, Bakwatazarak, Walapat, Pataziyarak, La'ah, Thalakwat, La'anya, La'anya, Walagar, Thaizah, Atham, Anya, Yahweh, Allahayakam, verse 23. Wayadabar, Yahweh, All, Mashah, La'amar, verse 24. Dabar, Al, Banya, Yasha'ala, La'amar, Bakadash. Hashabiah, Ba'akad, Lakadash, Yahaya, Lakam, Shabbathawan, Zakarwan,
Get your hand out your mouth.
Thoraya, Makwara, Kodash, verse 25. Call, Malakat, Ibadah, La'ah, Thaishwa, Wahakwara Batham, Asha,
La Yahweh. That should catch us up to speed.
All right. So in the English, you're reading the English from verse 15 to 25. Let's go.
So 23, 15.
Yep.
Yes.
Where we at?
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye bought the sheaf of the wave offered. 7 Sabbaths shall be complete.
Go ahead.
Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days. And ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord.
That's like we got another cookout coming up.
Keep going.
Ye shall bring out of your habitations.
Somebody get a napkin for the priest, please.
2 wave loaves of 2 tent deals.
It's a measure. It's a measure.
Okay.
Like 2 cups of this. Today, the way we measure things are different than how we measure them in the Bible, in the biblical days. Or I won't say the biblical days because every day is a biblical day. Every day you record new history, but in these days, in these ancient times of our people, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baken with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish.
It's like if I could mention, just because of how people want to be so literal about certain things, this is talking about bread being the first fruits in this case. You know what I'm saying? Like you need proper context of what the Bible's talking about, which means you need to get into UPK classes if you want to find out. That's all that is. Because a lot of people, again, they're going to talk about how tithes is fruits, it's vegetables, it's corn, it's beans, and you ain't even going to do that. You're not even going to give food as a donation, as your tithes. You're not gonna get your EBT stamp card with $390 on it. You're not going to spend $39 on food and get that to the school. So you don't know what you're talking about.
Continue.
Of the first year, and 1 young bullock and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire, of sweet savor unto the Lord.
Of what kind of savor?
Of sweet savor unto the Lord.
Okay. I just want you to understand, the food got to smell good. All right? Because contrary to popular belief, this isn't a peace offering to the Lord. This is not that. A peace offering to the Lord is something that you do not eat of. You just burn it, let it go up to the Lord, and that is a peace offering for you and the nation of Israel. This right here, though, this is a burnt offering that is meant to be eaten by the priest. You understand? And for the people. So it better smell good.
Right.
You ever walk in a house or walk into a restaurant and it smells good? Well, imagine a super duper big barbecue, or you walking by a barbecue or a cookout and everything smells magnificent. Well, this is the whole thing. It's a sweet savor unto the Lord. Imagine if they was burning feces. Would that be a sweet savor unto the Lord? No. It just tastes, it smells like it tastes great. You understand? Y'all know how it smells when you put that sweet baby Ray's on that on that barbecue. Right. On that barbecue, yeah. You know how I know you know. You the grill man. And give him a hand. Give Tabakana's a hand. At Midwest Fire Weekend, this brother did a wonderful job on that grill. Right. And it definitely was a sweet savor unto the Lord. Go ahead.
Then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offering.
This is what you don't eat. Read on.
And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord with the 2 lambs. They shall be holy to the Lord for the priest. And ye shall proclaim on the self same day that it may be an holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations.
Go ahead.
And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest. Neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am the Lord your God.
That's how you know that in the nation of Israel, it was unheard of to have a poor person or a poorer family not be able to eat.
Right.
You understand? By law, they could go to your land and pick up the gleanings and pick up what's left over off of the apples that drop on the ground, off of the grapes. And they could take that home and do what they want to do with it. So if I wanted to go make me some wine off of your grapes that fell, I'm poor. I can go do that by law. I can take that and take that home. I don't give a damn. It could be 2 big droves of it. If I wanted to do that, I could take that home, get the squashes some grapes, and make me some wine. And then sell that wine and and bring money and revenue into my family. That's what I could do. It's in the law. Or I could pick up all the pears, take them home, and eat them. You see what I'm saying? That you could do. And this is in the law. So homelessness is something that you don't have to worry about in the kingdom of heaven now. Because God forbid it, and he said, and he put his name on it. He said, what did he say? That I am the Lord. You understand? So that's the point. Read on. Verse 23.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month,
here we are.
In the 1st day,
here we are,
of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets.
Man, right. Here we go.
Man, right.
I'll remember.
Damn right.
I'm going to remember. You understand? And what are we talking about when it comes to the feast of the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets? Anybody know? Do y'all remember why we doing that? You ever heard a song? Joshua felt the battle of Jericho. Y'all been in the Christian church. It's the battle of Jericho. That's what we talking about here. Remember how the Lord did what he did to that city. So let's get that. Let's find me the trumpets. Give me them trumpets that we talking about. Be Joshua chapter 6. If you could, please.
Come.
All right. You get it. Okay, good. You got a book right here, Joshua. Joshua chapter 6. A whole book right here. Go to the 6th chapter.
Bring your sword with you today?
Can't see. I ain't know how
Chapter 6 verse. Just chapter 6.
I heard. Go to chapter 6. When you get there, let me know.
Yeah.
Start at verse 4.
It looks good on you.
The book of Joshua, chapter 6, verse 4. And 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets of ram's horns. And the 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times, and the priest shall blow with the trumpets.
What you're talking about is a siege on a city. We were outside of the walls of Jericho. We wanted that land. We wanted that city. and we wanted everybody in there dead. Why? Because the Lord wanted it. Because they was in our land that the Lord gave us back, and we wanted it back.
Right.
So guess what? We went to go take it back by force. The Lord sanctioned it. Here we go. The priests were also there with the armies, and then they had 7 priests with the ram's horn. This is the ram's horn here. All right, and they commenced to blow the trumpets. Go ahead, verse. Keep going.
And it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when ye hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout.
Imagine that. Imagine being there. Imagine all of the army of Israel and the priests. And when the priests stand up and they blow the trumpets, after that, there's a loud shout that comes from the armies. Imagine if you was inside of there, how you would feel, knowing that who knows what being under siege is? What does that mean? What does being under siege mean? Go ahead.
So like being under attack. Being under attack.
God, being under attack. Y'all all right in here? Let's do it for a little bit longer. All right. We falling asleep. I know. I had the glasses. I know how they go. Stay awake in here. This is a holy feast day of the Lord. That's right. You understand? People don't fall asleep on 4th of July. So they respect the Lord. This is something that we do for a reason. This is teaching you warfare. This is teaching you how God is with you in war.
That's right.
This is teaching you to remember that thing that God did for our nation when we was getting our land back. And guess what? When Christ come back, we're going to go into the wilderness again. You're going to have to go take the land of Israel again. You're going to have to do this again. So it's great to remember as a free people who are now not Americanized anymore, who have wandered in the wilderness and got rid of every evil thing that's in your imagination has been bred out of you.
Right.
The same way it was bred into you. It's going to take a time for that. And then one day you're going to want your land back. And maybe somebody won't want to give it to you. And maybe you have to remember this day here. Why the Lord had us do this. We sieged a city out. This is not some Sunday school. We're talking about war. And war excites me. You understand? It excites me a lot. I love war because God is a man of war.
That's
the Most High is a man of war.
That's right.
What's better than war? I need somebody to fight. There's a lot of people to fight right now that hate my people. So then let's talk about some war, man. And let's remember when the Lord had a victory over the heathen.
That's right.
We had power and control and an army that didn't care about smoking weed, that didn't care about having sex with whores, that didn't care about profaning the Sabbath day, that didn't care about going against the Lord. These men were ready to do what the Lord wanted them to do, fresh out of Egypt, 40 years out of Egypt. All right? So 40 years after we came out of Egypt, this is a young nation that is they are fervent and zealous for the Most High. They're ready to go to war, and they need to get our land back. That's what we're looking at. Some heathen city that stood in the way of us getting our land back. That's what this is. This is war. All right? How could you fall asleep during a war movie? I don't even understand that. Let's go.
And the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall ascend up every man straight before him.
Tabakanas. Good. Go ahead, read.
And Joshua, the son of Nun, called the priests and said unto them, take up the ark of the covenant, and let 7 priests bear 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark of the Lord.
Let's read down. Now skip all the way down to 17.
And the city shall be accursed.
It shall be what?
Accursed.
Yeah, after the Lord told us to do this after 7 times, now the city is about to be accursed. Go ahead.
Even it.
Because this was a great city out here. Jericho wasn't no small city that wasn't fortified. This was even it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the glory of Jericho? Even Jericho got to fall before the Lord. Go ahead.
And all that are therein.
How many?
All that are therein.
Hey, listen, got to get rid of them in this city. Go ahead.
To the Lord.
Go ahead.
Only Rahab, the harlot, shall live.
Why? Because she was a spy for us.
Right.
If it wasn't for this harlot, this heathen whore, if it wasn't for this harlot, guess what? We wouldn't have got into Jericho. And we understood that the Lord put a spirit on that woman to be a good servant. And who doesn't like to take a good dog with them? Hey, I mean, you wanna protect your turncoats.
Right.
You want to protect your allies, your spies. Protect a good dog. Go ahead.
It's like if I could.
Go ahead.
There is no way that you can teach that this Rahab is in Yahweh Shah lineage either. I know like they got the same name and things like that, but there's a lot of people out there that are going to say, well, look, this heathen is, one of Yahweh Shah great grandmas. You can't teach that. You can't teach that. There's no biblical or historical evidence to back that claim up.
All right, go ahead.
She and all that are with her in the house.
Don't you want some loyal, some people that are loyal to your nation because they saw the power of the Lord? Well, then the only residue of this people that was living in Jericho was the whore's family. All of them saw the mercy that the Lord showed her and her family, and they also saw all of the destruction that the Lord brought down on everybody in the city. So who wouldn't want that mercy? Go ahead.
Because she hid the messengers that we sent.
Oh, yeah. She protected the spies. Go ahead.
And ye, in any wise, keep yourselves from the accursed thing. Lest ye make yourselves accursed.
Go ahead.
When ye take of the accursed thing, and make the camp of Israel a curse, and trouble it.
Don't go in there and have sex with these heathen women.
Right.
Don't go do that. You understand? Armies would always do that. Go in there and take women, and I ain't saying that Israelites would do that, but armies would go in there and take people into slavery. The Lord said, don't do that. I don't want you to bring no women of this country. I don't want you to bring the weak men of this country. I don't want you to do that. Just leave it alone, because you're going to curse the camp and you're going to trouble the camp.
Right.
Go ahead.
But all the silver and gold.
You can take the silver and gold. Go ahead.
And vessels of brass and iron.
And all the brass and all the iron. Go ahead.
Are consecrated unto the Lord.
Which means the Lord wanted that. He didn't want this, but he did want you to go in there and take that. Right. Go ahead.
They shall come into the treasury of the Lord.
Because now you need to fill your coffers. You're becoming a nation of riches. You understand? Fill your coffers. Go ahead.
So the people shouted when the priest blew with the trumpets, and it came to pass.
Go skip down to 23.
23. And the young men.
Actually, 21.
And they utterly destroyed all that was in the city.
How much?
All that was in the city.
Go ahead.
Both man and woman, young and old, and ox and sheep and ass, and with the edge of the sword.
Now, let me tell you something. When you go to a land and the Lord send you there and you lay siege on this, I know you don't understand, but the Lord does. Kill everything. Kill everything. I mean, kill everything. The ox, the sheep, the ass, the dogs, the cats, the sheep. I said the sheep already. Yeah, kill all of that with the edge of the sword. Go ahead. You can skip down to 20. You skip down to 25. No, 24. Go ahead.
24. And they burnt the city.
1 second. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Come on. Read.
And they burnt the city with fire, and all that was therein.
How much?
All that was therein.
Going?
Only the silver and the gold and the vessels of brass and of iron they put into the treasury of the house of the Lord.
Because we can flip that. We ain't into human trafficking. We can flip that brass and that iron and that gold and that silver. We can do something with that.
You know what we're going to do with it, right? We're going to melt it down, and we're going to turn it into money. That's the whole point. We're going to melt it down, turn it into money, make a crown for our king, make him some wristbands. You know what I'm saying? You know, a Mungabar, he would have been the one type of man to make some golden wristbands and a golden crown. You know, we're the type of niggas, man. You understand? We want to shine a little bit. Y'all been sitting in our land that the Lord gave to Adam for a very long time. Right. And now the Lord was ready to give it back to us. Right. And now we want it back. You got fat while we was gone. That's right. Standing in our house as if you live here. That's right. No. This house belongs to us. And the Lord wants us to have it back. And then we come to take our land back, and you got a fortified city standing in our way as if you're not going to get out of my house. Exactly. Imagine coming home to your house, Kawal, and you get in your crib, and somebody in there laying on your couch, and when you come in there, they like, man, look, man, don't pass this threshold. If you pass this threshold, you can go to that side of the, you can go outside. This is my house now, and everything in it, and they just get fat off everything you got in the house. And the Lord say, take your house out. So now it's time to take your house back.
That's right.
Guess what? Give me. Read on.
And Joshua saved Rahab, the harlot, alive, and her father's household, and all that she had. And she dwelleth in Israel even unto this day, because she hid the messengers which Joshua sent to spy out Jericho.
Oh, yeah. That was a great thing. So guess what? Now we got us a little pet. All right. Keep reading.
And Joshua adjourned them at that time, saying,
advised.
Joshua what?
Advised.
Adjured.
Adjured. It was different than my fault.
And Joshua adjured them at that time, saying, cursed be the man before the Lord, that riseth up and buildeth this city Jericho.
Yeah. Why? What did I just tell you the spirit of this was? Cursed are you, men of Jericho, who rose up and built this city against the Lord. Go ahead.
He shall lay the foundation thereof in his firstborn, and in his youngest son shall he set up the gates of it.
Is that it?
Concept.
That's verse 27. And give me Amos chapter 3 and verse 6.
27?
No, go ahead. No, yeah, give me 27. That's a good way to cap this off.
Joshua 6 and 27. So the Lord was with Joshua, and his fame was noised throughout all the country.
Yeah, there you have it. Now the Israelites are gaining traction. Victory for victory for victory for victory until we take either pet or we take corpses and put them in the ground. You got to get up out of this land. That's right. Or become a pet and serve us even until this day. You understand? So now give me Amos chapter 3 verse 6. You understand? Now, because of this, you know what I'm saying, we look at trumpets for everything. We don't just blow trumpets for the Sabbath service. And why do we blow trumpets for the Sabbath service? So we can get your attention, so that you can see that the Lord is serving you. But why else do we have horns in the nation of Israel? If you set your alarm on your phone, right, and you wake up in the morning because your phone is going off, where do you think that idea comes from? That comes from the horn. They used to, if in the kingdom of heaven, if you two Negroes was to come to my land, and I knew y'all was coming, which I hope I do, I know y'all coming, then I will prepare to receive you as a Lord. And when I do, everybody in the city is going to know you're coming. Why? Because I'm going to blow the trumpets. All right? It's everybody going to hear that and they're going to say, oh, that's the sound of something great coming to the kingdom, to this land. Or if somebody was bringing war, it'll sound like ooh, it's a different sound. Now you know this is an alarm for war. Kind of like when you hear a tornado is coming or a storm is coming, and you hear that horn that's repeating over the same tune over and over again. That is an alarm. That is the sound of a horn. But back in the days, they were done with horns, trumpets. You understand? Now, there's a horn being blown in America right now. There's a horn being blown on the earth as we speak, right? You can't hear it, but it's being blown. Well, first, before we find out that trumpet, let's hear this trumpet right here. Read what you got, please.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6.
Uh-huh.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city,
Uh-huh.
and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it?
Hey, listen. Listen. You're looking at all of the evil things in your city, right? But the Christian church is not sounding the alarm for danger. You just have no clue that you about to get shot up or somebody about to rob your nation, or you know what I'm saying, your leaders are selling out. Nobody's telling you this, man. How do you think those people felt when where it was down south? Was that in Florida where the devils went in there and killed these people recently?
Jacksonville.
Yeah, it was in Florida. Nobody sounded the alarm for them. You understand? Because let me help you understand something, man. When you don't sit up. When you don't have your own, you can't control your own. And if we were the type of people that looked out for our people, we would have profiled them the same way that college campus profiled them people before they went and shot up the other people. That was the alarm. Profile them. That's your alarm. Profile these people. In your neighborhood, somebody have to say, hey, wait, we got a group of devils with backpacks and heavily, well, they dressed in all black. Somebody, go check them out. Sound the alarm. And that way, everybody will be alarmed that there's a threat in the city. Kind of like the police. Those sirens are alarms. You understand? Back in the days, what do you think your guards used to do? When they was riding around in your city and had chariots and ride around in your city, they would blow that horn. You understand? They blowing the horn and let you know we after something. So, yeah, that horn in the city. Now, let's go to Revelation chapter 9. All right. You can give me 14. Here's the horn I want you to understand, all right? There's start at 13. Go ahead.
The book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 13. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates.
Mm-hmm. There's another trumpet. This is the trumpet that you can hear. Read.
And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men.
Yeah, boy. Go ahead.
And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000.
What is this talking about? What is this talking about?
Third word.
I'm sorry?
Third word.
Say it again?
Third word white. The third hour.
You said say that again. Say it.
The third word.
The Third World's War.
Yes.
That's exactly what it's talking about. But this is talking about when Christ actually cracks the sky with 200 million angels. And you know what? You better listen to this trumpet.
Right.
That trumpet that's going out right now isn't one of these. It's not that. You want to know what that trumpet is? That's what the Israelite school of UPK have been saying since 1969.
That's right.
That's the trumpet that's being, and guess what? It's the truth, because we've been telling you that World War III is coming. If you can't see it, like the prophecies is laying it out, in the middle of the World War III, Christ and them angels, 200 million of them are coming and cracking the sky. It's going to happen. As sure as France is going to team up with whoever they team up with. And as soon as you see all of these different alliances come and World War III happen and everybody meeting up in the Middle East and they ready to go to war, you're going to see it. It's going to happen. Go ahead, Tabak.
Yeah, it's a prophecy in the Bible also. Yeah, we just read right now, you know, the Euphrates River is drying. It's dry already.
Is that what we just read?
That's what this.
Is that what we just read?
So which are bound in the great river.
No, it didn't say that it was gonna dry up the rivers. It said 4 angels which were bound in the great river Euphrates. You understand? Now, what does that even mean? Who knows? Because the Christian church will have you thinking one thing, and that doesn't even mean that. The Lord said he loosed 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. Go ahead.
They got power over it.
It's talking about this region that they're going into. They're going into this region now to fight. You understand? And these spirits are going to make you fight over what's over there. These angels are ready for war. And they're going to make you go to war. You understand? And then in the middle of that war, then here comes 200 million. I was about to say thousand. But you wouldn't understand. 200,000 thousands. It's a million. 200 millions. All right. These people don't even have a clue what the hell is about to happen. Go ahead.
Okay, another one's done.
Just finish that part off. Oh, did you?
Lie, shit.
Go ahead.
And I heard the number of them.
All right, don't sweat. We waiting on all of these trumps to sound, but you got to be listening. You got to be listening for world events. The world events will help you understand when this trumpet is being sounded.
That's right.
What the Israelite School UPK is teaching you right now will help you understand to be alarmed. Do you understand? This is not an actual trumpet that you'll hear. You'll see on Facebook and on TikTok and all that. They'd be like, "You heard that sound? It's a sound out of the sky, and it sounds like a horn." And Revelation said that the horns. No, man, this is a vision, and the alarm that you're gonna hear, the trumpet that you're gonna hear, is the warning that you're gonna get from the men of the Lord, bro. In Israelite School UPK. With that,
Visual Magum. We can go through.
God, it's a Sabbath service. Let's do it.
Upon Yaquadam, turn to face the east.
Yes, please grab the scrolls. Actually, I'll grab them for you. Salakia.
The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. And you can find it in Matthew chapter 6, verse 9 through 13.
Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Haya.
Haya.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Lakwaka.
Lakwaka.
Taba'a.
Taba'a.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Haya.
Haya.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ha'arataza.
Ha'arataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Haya.
Haya.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Nathanawa.
Nathanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Ko.
Ko.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalaknanawa.
Wasalaknanawa.
Kabawath now.
Kabawath now.
Kasalak now.
Kasalak now.
Kabawath now.
Kabawath now.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Tabayan now.
Tabayan now.
Banasaya one.
Banasaya one.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashan now.
Hawashan now.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Wahata Para.
Watapara.
La'awalami.
La'awalami.
Aman.
Aman.
In English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done
Thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts
And forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our
And
debtors.
lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from
For
evil.
thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom
and the power,
and the power
and the glory,
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Pray to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayashal.
Wayashal.
Wahabayah.
Wahabayah.
Sapari.
Sapari.
It's like it. Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Wada Aman.
The word
Amen. What we said in English. Yahweh. In
Yahweh,
the name of Yahweh Shai.
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
Bless us.
bless us
And Israel.
and
And
Israel
the school.
and school.
In the name of Yahweh
In the
Shai.
name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you. So be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Pray for the blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai.
Barak Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Ha'alawapium.
Ha'alawapium.
Hasaranyum.
Hasarayim.
Hakwatazayanyam.
Hakwatazayanyam.
Hakaya Yaulium.
Hakaya Yalim.
Waha'akwathium.
Waha'akwathian.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Tawada Aman.
Waraman. In the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh,
And Yahweh Shai.
and Yahweh Shai,
And Michael.
and Michael,
And the angels.
and the angels,
Commanding General Yohana.
Commander General Yohana,
The generals.
the generals,
The captains.
the captains,
The officers.
the officers,
The troopers.
the troopers,
And the sisters.
and the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
Thank you, so be it.
thank you, so be it.
Pray for the Hakah, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Babu Kashah.
Baruch Shai.
Nathanawa.
Nathanawa.
Hakah.
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 Lara Pa'ah.
Lara Pa'ah.
Kol Makala.
Kal Makala.
Wakol Madawa.
Makal Madawa.
Hakah.
Hakah.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarain.
Hamatayarayim.
Hakah.
Hakah.
Lahakwim.
Lahakwim.
Hamathyum.
Hamathyum.
Hakah.
Hakah.
Arakwa.
Arakawaf.
Hatama'al.
Hadama'ala.
Lagarshan.
Lagarshan.
Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Tawada Aman.
Waraman. In English. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
Please give us the power.
please give us the power,
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
power to heal all manner of sickness,
And all manner of disease.
and all manner of disease,
The power to cleanse the lepers.
the power to cleanse the lepers,
The power to raise the dead.
the power to raise the
The
dead,
power against unclean spirits.
the power against unclean spirits,
To cast them out.
to cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
Thank you. So be it.
thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hahariya.
Al-Hahariya.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azari.
Isaiah.
Azari.
Isaiah.
Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Anah.
Anah.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Salaki, 1 second. Make sure that door's closed upstairs. When we throwing these prayers up, nobody goes in, nobody comes out. Until they're done. All right? No sweat. Let's go.
Hana.
Hana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yashal.
Yashal.
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Tazolka.
Tazolka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaka.
Lakaka.
Wayra.
Wayra.
Malayala.
Malayala.
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makalrai.
Makalrai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Afnapashka.
Afnapashka.
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'aka.
Taza'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aitha.
Wa'ai.
Wa'ai.
Awalam.
I will love.
In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
Whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasha'Allah
he that keepeth Yasha'Allah
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew.
Ush.
Allahayim.
Allahayim.
Al-Damiyalaka.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Takharas.
Al-Takarash.
Wa-Al-Tashakwa.
Wa-Al-Tashakwash.
Oh. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awabika.
Awadyaka.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka.
Al-Amaka.
Ya'arayamu.
Ya'awayamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Ya'aitazawa.
Ya'aitazawa.
It's like it. Ya'aitazawa.
Ya'aitazawa.
Al-Tazapawanyika.
Al-Tazapawanyika.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakak-Yadam.
Wanakak-Yadam.
Magalia.
Magalia.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'al.
Sham Yasha'al.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa. Salaki. Nawa.
Nawa.
Aitazawa.
Aitazawa.
Labat.
Labat.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Al-Yaka.
Al-Yaka.
Baryak.
Baryak.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Aholya.
Aholya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wa Yashamai Alayam.
Yashamai Alawam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagarian.
Wahagarian.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashat.
Palashat.
I'm Yeshabia.
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salat.
Salah.
Aisha Laham.
Aisha Laham.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Banakal.
Banakal.
For Yashwan.
For Yashwan.
Dashamadwa.
Nashamarwa.
Ba'ayan.
Ba'ayan.
The Ara.
The Ara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
It's like it. Daman.
Daman.
La Dama.
La Dama.
Shayathamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yab.
Yab.
Mawa.
Mawa.
Kaira.
Ka'ira.
Wakaza Abba.
Wakaza Abba.
Wakaza Bak.
Wakaza Bak.
Wakatazal.
Wakazazal.
Manai.
Manai.
Ko.
Ko.
Nasaya Kamwa.
Nashayakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Nayarashah.
Nayarashah.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah.
Ah.
Na'awa.
Na'awa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahayah.
Alahayah.
Shayathamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Kagogala.
Kagala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Rawaka.
Raka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Tabaira.
Tabaira.
Ya'ira.
Ya'ira.
Wa.
Wa.
Kalahaba.
Kalahaba.
Kalahat.
Kalahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Tharadatma.
Tharadatma.
Basa'irika.
Basa'irika.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapafka.
Wapafka.
Dabalaham.
Dabalaham.
Mala'ah.
Mala'ah.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Walawan.
Walawan.
Waya.
Waya.
Kwashwa.
Kwashwa.
Shamkat.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Bahalwa.
Bahalwa.
Idea.
Idea.
Aye.
It's like it. Idea. I.
Idea.
Waya.
Waya.
Kaparwa.
Kaparwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Abadwa.
Abadwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Da'aiwa.
Da'aiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Atha.
Atha.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labarka.
Labarka.
Al-Yawan.
Al-Yawan.
Al. Ko.
Ko.
Al-Ratazah.
Al-Ratazah. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
Salakia. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
And hold not thy peace.
And hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
Lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one
They
consent.
are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites
Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarenes,
and Hagarenes,
Gabal and Ammon
Gabal and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with them.
Asher is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them as unto the Midianites,
do unto them as unto the Midianites.
as to Sisera,
As to Sarah,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kisan,
at the brook of the sun,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red,
Make their nobles like a red,
and like Zeed.
and like Zed.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes as Zabah,
all their princes as Sabah,
and as Zalmunna,
and as Almun,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the summer before the wind,
as the fire burneth they wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
of all the earth.
That's it.
So out to the front. Men of Israel,
Salakia, Akwatian, Yeshabia.
Would you offer your seat up? Men of Israel, Madim Shabbat, Madim, Barak.
Yahweh Ba'ashem
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shabbat.
So out to the sisters,
No, Yad Matah.
Yad Matah, Salaki. So out to the sisters, Ahmad,
Akwath,
Akwath,
Ahmad. Akwathian. Stand. Thank you.
Men of Israel, courtesy salute to the sisters. Madim Shabbat, Magim, Barak.
Yahweh Shamar Alatan Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shamar Lathan Bashim Yahushua.
Repeat after me. Hold on one second. Tootie, repeat after me. Tazabia say, ready? Yahweh, Shamar, Al, Atha, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah.
Yad Matah. Talk to the front. Salute the scrolls.
All right. Right now. Oh, sweet. Slocky. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak. Yah.
Y'all about to see me outside, Brock. Yeah.
Barak.
Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Barakayah.
Step up to the scrolls.
Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Barakayah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Come back downstairs. Salute the Torah. It's all wet. Salute the Torah, please.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Salaki, don't do that.
That concludes Sabbath service.
Don't do that.
That concludes Sabbath service. Dismissed.